Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Griffiths, and in this instructional video I'll be talking to you about how you can use the Colour Path Golf Kit to improve your golf game. Colour Path Golf is an innovative new concept which focuses on the visual side of learning and incorporates that into golf. It removes the technical aspects and the technical difficulties that are often associated with teaching golf. It's beneficial for beginners all the way through to elite golfers. I'll be showing you and talking you through some good drills and tips on how you can utilise the kit in all the different aspects of the game. I'll be focusing this on obviously the psychological aspects and how we're going to use that to improve your self-confidence on the golf course in competition. We'll be building up a repertoire of shots and how we can use that and utilise that in the practice, build up our motivation, build up our confidence and be better in tournaments. Enjoy. Okay, so just like any other aspect of the game, the Colour Path Kit can be utilised for your putting as well. Now, everyone knows that putting is the most important part of the game. On average, it accumulates for 43% of all the shots in a round. So it's massively important that we practice this just as much as any other game. And like the other parts, like the other videos, the psychological aspects can be applied within this to putting as well. So, we're associating the different colours with a different type of putt. So for your red, like I set up here, that'll be your power, remember? That's the power output. So for red, we're thinking of a powerful putt, so an uphill putt, one that we can confidently really put the power through and stroke it confidently enough that we're going to make it. So what I've done here is a simple drill using the two Colour Path rulers. You've got your red rulers either side to form a tunnel. Whereas as you stroke through the putt, you're going to be stroking up through the red rulers, associating that power output and stroking up the hill. All I've done here is use a simple disc from the Colour Path setup, and the associated colour T again is red. And what I've done is I've used the disc marker and the T point as the aiming point for the putt. So when you're looking at the putt, you need to be looking at where you're aiming the ball and not where you want it to finish. If you're looking at where it goes, where you want it to go, it's going to start on the right line. If you're looking at the hole, it's going to start at the hole and move offline if it's a breaking putt. So I've stuck that tee in the ground again with the same colour, keeping it consistent and on the right line of where we go. So let's give it a go. With the putt, uphill, using the red rulers, we've got our aim point, we've got our ruler set up for the tunnel, we've lined our ball up behind the ball just like we would in normal practice. And again, that's a massive important thing. Practice how you would play on the course. If you've got a pre-shot routine, stick to it. Build up that consistency. Set up. Keep your eyes focused on that aim point. Strike the putt. And there we go. That's your uphill putt. So, just like we did with the red rulers, we're now on our blue rulers. And blue, as you know, denotes a cool and calm selective. So for the blue, cool and calm will be a downhill putt. It's one you want to be nice and relaxed on, take your time, pick your line and hit the putt. Same setup again, got two blue rulers either side making a tunnel, and our blue disc at the end with again the blue tee at the end denoting the aim point for the putt. So keeping the colours consistent and keeping the putt consistent with the Colour Path concept of blue being cool, the calm, the downhill. So line up your putt, put the tee in the ground, and make the putt. That's it. Here we have our yellow putt. So, as we know, yellow is for attention. Now, historically speaking, the left to right putt for a right-handed golfer is the hardest putt you can have. Does not sit well with the eye, and it's all to do with releasing the hands forward and releasing them left. So, on our left to right putts, we need to be paying particular attention, hence the yellow. So, exactly the same setup again, keeping it consistent. Got our two rulers here, forming our tunnel for our line. And we've got our yellow disc at the end, just behind the hole, which is where we'll be looking. And again, with the yellow tee in the spot, making it consistent, constant practice drill. Okay, same again, line the putt up, and visualise the line through the tunnel, along the line, starting on that disc, and dropping into the hole. There you have your yellow putt. Okay, now for our last putting drill, we're going to be talking about the green setup. So the green is our go, it's our relaxed, it's the one that we feel most comfortable over. So again, for a right-handed putter, like we spoke about earlier with releasing the club face, the standard line of the putt, we're going to be looking at a right to left moving putt. So here we've set up a right to left moving putt, and I'm going to talk you through a bit of a different drill just to provide some variance. For this, for the green, we're going to use the ruler as a kind of starting line, as a single point. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the ball on the ruler, and we're going to know straight away, we're going to get instant feedback from the kit on whether we hit a good putt or not. Because if we strike it well and true, it's going to stay on its course on the ruler and track on the line that we've set up into the hole. So that's how we're going to do that here. So for green, it's go, it's putt, it's relaxed, and we know exactly what we're doing, we're confident with it. There you have your green putt for a right to left putt. So here we are moving on to our chipping and pitching. So I've set up a little station here for a blue shot. Now, as we know, blue is for cool and for calm. So we've got a tiny shot here, got a little bit of a bank to go up, not much green to work with, it's quite a tight flag there. So to set up this station, I've got a blue ruler here and a blue plate there for association. So I know that in my head, I know whenever I've got a shot like this, I know instantly it's blue, I know the feelings that are associated with that, I know exactly how that's going to feel and how I'm going to feel over the club. And again, just the two yellow rulers for my attention, for my path, where I want that, and I've got my green ruler for my exit path. Now on the green, I've got a box, but this is where I want to be landing the ball. For an amateur, this is the most important thing about pitching, is deciding where to land the ball and being confident in that decision. Once it's on the green and rolling, the green will do the rest. The only thing you can have control over is where you pitch it, and that's entirely up to you. Because it's a blue shot, I've lined up two blue rulers, just like I did with the putting drill. So we've got like a tunnel, we've channeled the ball through that. So I've got my box there, and that's exactly where I want to land it. So using this station, I want a nice soft hands, quiet lower body, and just to move it up along that line through the green. Okay, there we go, just like that. And one thing I want to emphasise is maybe why have I chosen blue? I've chosen blue for this shot because I feel the most important thing is to be cool and to be calm, like I said. No drastic fast movements, no fast hands, because when you have a little shot like this, especially with a club with some loft in your hand, the worst thing you can do is be quick with your hands and resulting in maybe a shot like that, okay? That's not what we want, and that's really bad for controlled chipping, especially if we're working under pressure, which is what we're trying to work towards with this kit. We want to be the best under pressure that we can be, and this is the best way to do that for chipping. So here we have another setup for the chipping or pitching. So this time I've gone for a red. So we've done the blue, which was softer, there was a bit more to it, there was a uphill, a little softer shot, a bit shorter, needed to get the ball up. Here we're looking to get the ball rolling as quickly as possible. So we want a nice, good forward momentum, and for this I'm using the red setup for this. So again, I've got our green for our exit path, but most importantly I've got the red for the colour association. That's the feelings I want when I'm looking at this shot. And again, another red strip just for further association, and I've got a yellow stick behind me, a yellow ruler, just so I can look at the path, just so I know it's nice and neutral, nice and set up and ready to go. Up by the hole, I've got some of the rulers set out, which are set up as a box, a ruler width away. That's more just a guide for, you can just test yourself to see how accurate you are, and again, like we said before, smaller angles, smaller misses, that sort of thing. We want to instill confidence in everyone that uses this. And with this, we're going to instill more confidence through success in training. If we can produce success in training, we can produce successful, motivated, confident performances in tournaments. So for this, nice and easy, getting the ball forward, moving, rolling towards the flag. Not bad, just a bit further right. There we go. Nice red, strong arm, strong connection, and a strong shot. So here we have the basic setup for a straight shot using the colour path rulers. We've got yellow for attention, so that's where we want our feet to be, here, 1 and 2. And yellow here for attention. This is where we want the backswing to start. That's the path we want the puck to go along with the backswing. Then we have a blue ruler here for the downswing. That's where we want to go. And the yellow for here and the red for the face alignment at impact. A nice straight shot. And the green for the exit path. So we're going to go up and exit through there. Okay. Just ignore the yellow cross here. That's purely the map design. It's not to do with the face alignment or any of the attention rulers. But yeah, this is your basic setup for a straight iron shot. Okay, so here we have the setup and draw shot. So the draw shot is going to help us if we're on the left side of the fairway or the right side of the fairway and we're trying to access a flag that's on the left hand side of the green. Okay, we want to bring the ball in from right to left, landing on the left hand side of the green. So what we're going to do here is just alter the path of the exit with the club face. So again, the exit path, we're going to use a green ruler, keeping it consistent with our methods, and we're going to have the yellow for attention for the face. So as you come down, it's exactly the same as you would for the straight shot, except we're going to be exiting the club off that green, feeling as though we're going to be reaching out and then rotating the hands over, and we're going to create that draw shot. Here we have the iron setup for a fade. So the only difference here is that we've moved the blue down to the path from the left hand side to the right hand side of the attention line for the downswing, and we've moved the green ruler over to the left hand side to denote the exit path of how we want to move that club face going from left and open that up. So we're hitting a nice soft fade. Okay, they're the main differences between the three. And this would be exceptionally helpful if we are trying to access a flag that's on the right hand side of the green. So we're trying to bring the ball in from left to right and get it to land there so we can access a flag more easily. Which for the lower golfers is exactly what they're trying to do. The main idea behind this is to just make our targets smaller. If we aim for smaller targets, if we happen to miss, we'll miss by a much smaller margin, and that's the confidence that we're trying to instill in all of our golfers when we use this. If they're using this product, we want them to have the confidence to aim for those smaller targets and feel like they've got the confidence to do that. And it's all through building a strong arsenal of shots on the range, and they'll be able to go with this and create the shot that they want.
Here we have something a little different. This is a green setup that I've created myself, and green is often associated with feelings of like being comfortable, being creative, something that we're really looking forward to doing. We know we can do well. So here I've set up a little station for what we call a stinger shot, so with a bit of draw as well. So we've got the yellow 2 yellow rulers at our feet, again, where we want them, and I've just put a red ruler where we want the ball position. So for a stinger shot, we want the ball position a bit further back so we can get that really good low piercing trajectory. Again, it's exactly the same concept for the others. So we've got our yellow up behind the ball denoting our backswing path, the blue for the downswing coming on the inside a little bit, and the yellow and red for the face alignment, and I've got the green going out to the right, similar to how we did for the draw, because we want that to squeeze the ball out to the right hand side, and as we rotate naturally we're going to squeeze the ball out and get it moving from right to left in the air. This is just a prime example of how you can utilise the kit using the consistent colours and using the consistent feelings to just create something that you feel comfortable and how it best works for you. And this is the sole purpose of this kit, how we can best improve your practice and tailor your practice to making you better in competition. So with this in mind, give this a go, try some things out, see what works, and enjoy.